Hi folks, this is Ahmad Malik. We are launching our new product called Plansimba.com. And what is Plansimba.com? Plansimba.com is basically 1 in 3 or 3 in 1, so to speak, products that help you sell or win your plans, as well as do the client onboarding. And the third segment or third ingredient is to be able to implement your plans and ensure compliance of those plans. So the first part, as I said, is Plan Winner, that helps you win the plans. So as you may already be familiar that as a tax planner, we are always being able to create tax plans, but the most critical part is how to win, how to sell those plans, and that's where everyone gets stuck. So the concept over here in the Plan Winner is that we have created a guided mechanism for the customers to be able to walk through the whole step, all the 9 yards, in one single sittings, so that they do not have to go back and forth for various things. As you may generally see, sometimes we send them a proposal, they take their time, sometimes they approve the proposal, sometimes they have questions, they come back, you go back and forth, discuss, and sometimes things do get lost and not get delivered. So to resolve all those back and forth hassle, we are trying to create a platform which would enable tax planners to be able to virtually sell plans in one single setting, or if they choose to, they could divide it into different settings or different meetings. So I'm going to give you a quick less than a minute video showing how would it all work. So this is where we are seeing right now the very first screen. The user has been in a shared meeting context. Thereby you are in the meeting with the client and you are sharing a document with your client. And as you see, this may be a tax return, this may be an accounting artifact, this could be a bookkeeping file, anything that you like to discuss. You could bring in the client on this and be able to draw circles if you choose to, or you could underline things, you could highlight anything that you wish to, and then you can take clients from step 1 to the next step and move them to the bottom. And how do we go to the next page? Here we go to the next page. Okay, so we check here and now we go to, so this is where you are discussing interactively all the problems, all the issues, all the things that you have come to observe. You have done your analysis, you have answered all the questions of your clients, and hopefully you have been able to resolve all the ambiguities, uncertainties, and any questions that those clients may have for you. And now the client is kind of inclined to move to the next step. And the way we are going to enable it, that as a tax professional, you could enable your client to move to the next step, meaning if they are on their own computer in their own home and they are watching all this, they cannot move to the next step till the time you enable it. So we will have a button like enable button over here that would enable your clients to then click on continue button to move to the next step. Okay, so now with that done, they are now moving on to the next step, and here is the step for them to sign a contract or an agreement. And if they say yes, they agree to this contract and agreement, they'll then be able to click on this and submit and go to the next screen. There, that's where they'll sign it and they move to the next screen, and then they'll be moved to the payment screen. And when they are on the payment screen, this is a pricing plan screen, so they could have choices. They could have different types of pricing plans. It could be a free forever pricing plan, it could be pay as you go like a silver plan, annual subscription, or anything else. So either way, user will be able to choose and select whatever plan they like to go with. And then the next screen would be a payment screen whereby they can choose they want to pay with a bank transfer or a credit card or however. And then at the end, if they say yes, they agree with the terms and conditions, then they should be able to continue with the payments. So this is in the process. If you would like to embed any questionnaires, any web forms, you could do those as well. So this is just a raw footage, raw video, just to show you, give you an example of how the workflow will be proceeding and how they will be able to go from step A to step B and on and on and on. And then if they pay and the payment goes through successfully, we could embed the next step into that would be an onboarding flow. An onboarding flow would be where those clients would be automatically, if they have paid and the payment is successful, a sequence of emails can be sent to them automatically, inviting them, welcoming them, and explaining the next steps to them. And similarly, they could receive further guidance from you either instantaneously in the same virtual setting, in the same meeting, or you could send them web links through their emails, whereby they could be asked that at their own convenience they can later on log in and follow the onboarding workflow. And onboarding workflow would, one of the key things that we are going to work on is whereby we ask them a set of questions, and as they fill out those web forms, we are able to collect their power of attorney forms right away. So for example, if they are like a trucker company and we need bunch of power of attorney forms, we need 8821, 2848 for the IRS. We may also need the state and the city power of attorney forms. We may also need a Department of Revenue, Department of Labor. So there could be 5, 6, 7, 10 different power of attorney forms that need to be filled out. So what we are trying to do is to have them fill out just one single web page or web form, and with that, when one single web form, we will automatically be generating multiple power of attorney forms. So you'll be watching more videos on this topic as time goes by. Right now I'm just giving you a brief overview. The third part of this Plansimba.com is going to be very interesting. It is called Plan Implementation and Compliance. So we're not creating tax plans. Tax plans we are already creating by using the software of your choice. There are several good quality tax planning softwares which are already there in the market. So the problem lies in that after you are able to sell the plan, how do you ensure that those plans are being implemented? And that's where IRIS comes in, and they play havoc with our clients, whereby they find holes in the implementation, they find mistakes, they find that all those rules that were supposed to be followed as part of the tax plan implementation were somehow missed out. So we will be talking more about tax plan implementations. We will also talk about how to create reimbursements and create several types of different types of plans to empower reimbursements and enable tax-free payments of revenue to our clients. So far so good. So that's all for now. Stay tuned for more videos like this. Thanks.